I've seen people rise above, and I can now tell you that when they say Virginia is for lovers, it's true, because the music is as thick as the humidity, but the love in the air this week and this weekend has been as thick, if not thicker, than the humidity and the music itself. It's been beautiful. And just hearing everybody, their excitement and them preparing a place for people to come and enjoy, like, our city, has just been beautiful. I'm very grateful. Community leaders, the community itself, business owners, big companies coming here, brands coming here, all the activations, we're planting gardens, like, all these things are happening. And it's not me, it is the Virginians. This is what you guys did.
And as we've been reporting to you, organizers have confirmed that the Something in the Water Festival will not happen in Virginia Beach in 2022.
Pharrell now citing toxic energy in the city. Investigative reporter Margaret Kavanaugh takes a look at the financial impact this will have on the resort city after COVID forced the event to be canceled in the 2 previous years.
The most fun night that I had the entire time it was open.
Fond memories from the Something in the Water Festival of 2019.
Music was up loud, everybody was having a good time, dancing in the ice cream shop.
For more than 2 decades, Michael Mauch has owned businesses at the oceanfront. Currently Harvest, a restaurant near 18th and Atlantic. Big events draw big bucks, but letters exchanged between the city manager of Virginia Beach and Pharrell Williams make it clear that plans for Something in the Water are in jeopardy.
There was a level of disappointment, yes. Yeah, disappointment for, on the city side and on his side.
Leaders of the VOD Creative District also disappointed.
The news and the headlines this week are heartbreaking.
The festival generated more than just great music.
Back in 2019, with the first Something in the Water, the energy was just palpable on the streets, and you could feel so much community goodwill, and so many efforts were made by Pharrell and his team to really engage citizens at every level.
Beautiful murals, artwork, and positivity as thousands descended on the resort city.
The event was obviously very popular. 25,000 tickets were made available that sold out in 21 minutes. They then added an additional 10,000 tickets.
It really just generated so much good throughout the city, not just from dollars and cents, but also just from the harmony it brought to the city.
John Zirkle runs the DoubleTree by Hilton and president of the Virginia Beach Hotel Association. He says the pandemic was devastating for many in the tourism industry.
It's been unlike anything else I've ever experienced, from recessions to 9/11 to you name it. The pandemic's just the damage that keeps on giving, unfortunately.
He too felt disappointed that Something in the Water may not happen. Let's take a look at the numbers from an economic impact study that was done in 2019. This is video from the city council where the information was released. On average, each person that went spent about $300 on lodging, food, and entertainment, and that's not including the price of a ticket. Hotels were packed. Occupancy rates were at 86% or higher throughout Hampton Roads and about 95% in the city. The city's expenditures for the festival totaled more than $1.1 million, and they received tax revenue of about $1.19 million, which means they made a profit in the first year, which they say is unusual. The total economic impact on Hampton Roads was over $24 million.
You had an event which was put very well together, very well organized, to the extent that people would say, 90% of people would say, we will be back.
This ODU professor worked on that study that was released and presented it to City Council, seen here. The event was expected to grow in the following years. He thinks in 2022, it would have generated conservatively between $30 and $35 million.
Besides the financial loss that the area would have, it also loses the visibility it gets by hosting events like Something in the Water.
He says more importantly than money, the overwhelming visibility the city received after Pharrell appeared on national media and the event was seen around the country.
By not having this event would be a big loss to the city and a big loss to Hampton Roads.
The festival doesn't come back. I mean, we're a resilient city. We'll pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and we'll do something else.
We certainly hope that the efforts that Pharrell and his creative team started here in Virginia Beach can be continued in some form or fashion.
But many are hopeful for an agreement.
I think there's a solution to anything. You just got to, if both sides are willing, then there's definitely a solution for anything.
Investigator Margaret Kavanaugh reporting. You can read the letter from the city manager sent to Farrell and Farrell's response right now at WTKR.com.